This is exactly what the NHL was afraid of, as the Colorado Avalanche just blew out the New Jersey Devils 8-4 in a dominant win at home ice, where you had 5 different scorers up and down the lineup, and the power play finally got loose and was rocking all night long. God, I've been waiting so long to say that for you guys. Welcome into Avalanche Digest. What a beautiful morning it is. Hope you guys are doing well. This is the place to be if you love all things Avalanche. And just before we begin and break down this fantastic win here and all the guys that got loose, just want to remind you guys that only 73.8% of you guys are actually subscribed. So kindly demolish that subscribe button. This is the best place to be, and it's statistically proven that if you subscribe, the Avalanche will beat the Vegas Golden Knights in their next game. If you don't, it's actually going to be your fault specifically. The stats were shown to me, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. So let's just get right into it and talk about this beautiful 8-4 win. At first, it was a 5-0 game. The Avalanche were cruising. Martin Necas opens it up on the power play on a beautiful one-timer. Bardakov gets his first goal, not only as an Av, but just as a player in the NHL in his third game, I believe. Victor Olofsson finally gets his first goal. It was a night of first. It was great. And Nathan MacKinnon equalizes on the power play again. And then Parker Kelly looks like he's the best shootout guy in the world. Beautiful move to beat Jacob Markstrom, who I don't understand wasn't pulled through this entire game. It's kind of just a side tangent. But then you're thinking, all right, the Avalanche have taken this game away. Wow, the power play finally got loose. So much to talk about. And then Jersey made it interesting. They scored 4 goals unanswered. And it was looking a little hairy there for a little while. But then Nathan MacKinnon scores another goal on the power play when you need it. The power play comes up big for you in this game. Gets you 4 goals in this actual game to blow out the Jersey Devils. It's something we've talked about so much is, yeah, the Avs are good on 5v5, but they need the extra power play goals to overcome teams like this. And they do. They equalize it to another 2-goal lead heading into the third. And the most important thing that I don't want to get lost is also just how much heart the Avalanche showed in that third period. Because you could have come out, oh man, Jersey's pushing, it's only a 2-goal lead now. But Jersey only had 4 shots in that period. It was the Avalanche that came out and just refused to lose the game. I'll show you again, Victor Olofsson gets the 3rd goal on the power play. And then, that was the 4th of the night. And then gets his first hat trick and the first hat trick of the Avalanche's season. So again, a night of firsts. Victor Olofsson finally breaks through, gets all the goals that he deserved through the first 11 games. And that guy is absolutely cruising. I mean, you look at now what the actual stat sheets look like. Nathan MacKinnon at the top. You got Cale Makar and Martin Necas, your best guys. Arturi Lehkonen, Victor Olofsson as your 5th best guy on the team, above a guy like Val Nichushkin, actually. And then you got Ross Colton. Sam Malinsky has 5 points in his first 11 games. I mean, that's great. We talk a little bit about Sam Malinsky having some defensive lapses sometimes, but you live with it when he puts up production like this. Same with Brent Burns. You see Parker Kelly is actually your 10th best forward right now. You have depth sprinkled up and down this lineup. Victor Olofsson is a fantastic pickup by the Avalanche. I don't think he'll be 10 points in 11 games as good all throughout the season, but what incredible value to have a guy like that throughout the entire season and even heading into the playoffs. That's something that I'm going to be taking a look at because I just can't wait. Just to keep the good news train going, I mean, you see Mackenzie Blackwood did back up this game tonight, so he was officially had a potential to play, and Scott Wedgwood obviously started. As Bailey Curtis stated, it's a great step in the right direction. Probably even next game against the Vegas Golden Knights is when we're going to see Mackenzie Blackwood. I mean, how absolutely encouraging that you finally have your starting goaltender back. And I kind of want to just say it could not happen soon enough. as good as Scott Wedgwood was in the first 6 games, the next few weren't good at all. I think he almost single-handedly lost you some games by letting up some weak goals. The Trent Miner as well and Wedgwood kind of forced the Avs to outscore a lot of their problems, and that just wasn't something they could do. Scott Wedgwood forced the Avs to outscore their problems yet again, and luckily they were able to do it in this game, but I'm getting to the point where it's, okay, where's our starting goaltender? Let's put him in here. Let's let Scott Wedgwood get some rest. And because when Scott Wedgwood isn't in his own head, he's not playing constant games, he is a much better goaltender. I think the guy definitely needs some rest. But overall, this night was such a positive one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How are we feeling? How are the vibes after this win? Because I don't see how it could be anything else but soaring high. I mean, you look at how well the Avalanche, each player did, and you can see that every player on the Avs team, you see all this blue on the right-hand side, makes it see that they were shooting all game long. That is just so exciting to see. I mean, you see that everybody had that shoot-first mentality, and there's a reason why the Avalanche scored 8 goals. I mean, they were due for this kind of game where they just come out. We're talking about how the finishing just isn't there, even though the process is there. They were due to just blow out a team. And what better than the New Jersey Devils? Show the best team in the league, or the ex-best team in the league, that you got it. That you can now be tied for first in the Central like the Avs are, just completely sharing the top with the Utah Mammoth. For now, the Mammoth will not reclaim the first in the Central. That's going to be the Avalanche's spot. But so many encouraging things to see. And another thing that I think is worth mentioning is why this lineup looks even more energized than before. I mean, you see that you obviously have your dominant top line, but the middle six has gone through quite a lot of experiment. Gabe Landeskog, like we mentioned last time, was moved down to that third line, and Jared Bednar specifically was singing the praises of that third line. He had making that change with Colton and Landy helped both lines. Last game, he's talking about the last Jersey game. The jury line was great in both games, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, this third line got on the board. Landeskog, everyone got a point here. Olofsson got multiple goals. That third line was completely exactly what you need. That second line doesn't get on the board, but it looked dangerous. I did think its second half of the game, it really wasn't that impactful, but I liked what they were doing. And honestly, ever since Landeskog and Nelson were separated from each other, they've seemed both more dangerous. So that is interesting going forward. I do want to see Landeskog kind of settle into the NHL a little bit more. He is really good on his two-way game still, but the offense, the hands kind of really need to adjust to the NHL. I'm not ready to say that he's not capable of being a top 6 forward anymore, but as of right now, the depth you have to be able to shuffle a guy like Colton or Olofsson up to that second line and still be okay, it really speaks to how well built this Avalanche team is and how well built they are to win more and more as we get into this season. I cannot wait to get and just report and help you guys through this season. Love to be covering the Avs with you all, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing coming out of here, and I will surely see you soon.